told you that I'm a hairdresser, so there's nothing to mention there. But obviously during the lockdown, I wasn't able to work because we weren't allowed to. So I took up being a film and television extra. Me, got to be a bit louder. I think I might have touched. I've turned it off, I think.
Rewind!
Good job I've got a tenor, lady. Is that better? I've turned it
Lovely!
off. Right, George, shall I start again? Or I think you already did. It's not the O2, is it? So anyway, during lockdown, I did a lot of work as a film and television extra. And yeah, it was really good fun, and they feed you really well. But I was filming an advert for smorgasbord meatballs. Yes, I am the face, well, I wouldn't be the face, it's more the back end of meatballs. And we were causing a great big commotion filming this advert in the middle of Clapham on a Saturday morning. And all the locals there were like, what's going on? What's going on? Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? Ooh, look at that. And I heard this couple, they were standing there, and the guy said to his wife, he was ever so proud because he thought he knew something, he said, well, you know what that is, don't you? I don't know what, he didn't have a northern accent, but that's just, he said, you know what that is, don't you? You know that, oh, over there, you know what that one is? She said, no. It's that Gemma Collins's mum. I really didn't know what to make of that. So anyway, in a break during filming, they actually came and they said, just you know that Gemma Collins's mum? And you know what I said? Yes. I spent the next half an hour signing autographs and arranging for her to open their fate and stuff like that. But I wasn't even going to, that wasn't even part of my act, but I just thought it was like interesting to tell you that. What I'm really looking forward to now that everything is getting back to normal is to be able to go on a proper holiday. You know, one where you haven't got a pitch of tent, where you ain't got to get much up on the well, make a fire with a stick, you know, camping. That's no fun. The only good thing about camping is when you come home, your house looks amazing. But what I'm really looking forward to, I'm looking forward to going out to Florida. I love Florida. Love Florida, love Orlando. And of course, what have you got in Orlando?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. And where does Mickey Mouse live?
Disneyland.
Disneyland. I love a theme park, me. Absolutely love a theme park. Is any other fans of theme parks in here?
Yep.
Brilliant, aren't they? But have you noticed, it doesn't have to be in America, we've got theme parks here as well, but have you noticed when you go to these theme parks, there's a very high percentage of people on mobility scooters. Have you noticed? Does anybody else think? Are they all genuine? You know, I mean, I'm wondering if that's genuine actually. Whether you just got that one to get in the front row. It hasn't gone unnoticed. It hasn't gone unnoticed. But if you're a little bit concerned, you know, are they genuine? Just look at their shoes. Some of them have got very fancy trainers on. Bit of a waist, don't you think? And some of those trainers, they're not very clean. And they're a bit worn out. They didn't get like that sitting in a mobility scooter. Think about it. And of course, when you go to these theme parks, they have this wonderful queuing system. You know, you see the ride, and it's not that far. And you get in the queue, and you zigzag, and you go, and you zigzag. And don't make the mistake of, if you see anybody you know, don't ever make the mistake of making eye contact with them, because you're going to meet them about 10 times. And after 10 times, after a while, you just do the very English thing and you totally ignore them. But, you know, you finally get to the ride. And then all those people in their mobility scooters, they ain't joined that queue, have they? Right up the bloody front. Right up the front. Not just them, all their friends and family. It's very handy if you've got a relative who happens to be in a mobility scooter, isn't it? You know, I mean, Grandad, he's 98, he's got a weak tick and dodgy hips. He's a very valuable asset at the minute. Don't worry if you ain't got your own Grandad. Borrow one. Get one from a care home, they won't miss them. But you know what? When you go to these places, now when you go to Florida, they've got this wonderful place called SeaWorld. I'm sure they're all over the world, but they've got one in Florida. Absolutely amazing. And they have this fantastic show with this killer whale, and it's absolutely amazing. And it's obviously, because it's such a great show, You have to get there early, and you have to queue to get the good seats. Not the people in mobility scooters, no. They just roll up at the last minute, right in the front. Right in the front they are. Now, it was when I went to SeaWorld that I saw a miracle happen. No, actually, I tell a lie, not one miracle, not even two. 3 miracles happened that day when I was at SeaWorld. Shamu, the killer whale, comes out, and it does this amazing tricks, and it's up in the air, and it's spinning, and it's walking on its tail, and absolutely incredible. And then at the end, at the finale, it goes really higher than you've ever believed, and it splashes down into the pool, and this big torrent of fishy water completely engulfs the front 2 rows, where the people are in the mobility scooters. And this is where the miracle happened. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of them. They threw down their sticks, they jumped out of their mobility scooter, and they ran. Poor old Grandad, he's sitting there covered in plankton. But when I looked, it was all the ones in the fancy trainers. Now you could understand why people might want to cheat the system, couldn't you? You could understand that people might want to cheat the system a little bit, and you would think those people are disgusting, aren't they? They are absolutely disgusting people, and you would hate to be associated with people like that, wouldn't you? Because that is wrong. That is wrong. And what would be even worse? Somebody who pretended that their child was disabled just to cheat the system and get in the front row and avoid the queues. I would hate to know anybody like that. Unfortunately, I did it once. Quite by accident. It was serious. Now this is a true story. I never became a mum till I was quite old. I was 42 when I actually became a mum for the first time, and the last time, once was enough. And I really wanted to do everything right for this lovely little child of mine. And I wanted to feed her really healthy food, no junk food, no fizzy pop and stuff like that. And that happened for the first few years of her life, until we went to Florida. And then it was impossible. I mean, it's just junk food, fast food, junk food, it's impossible. And that's where she had her first taste of Coke. 7 years old, and she's absolutely off her head on Coke. Coca-Cola. So anyway, after about 2 or 3 days, she said to me, she said, "Oh, Mum," she said, "my head is pounding, my body aches." She said, "I don't want to go to Disney today." Now a good mum would say, "Okay, darling, we'll stay home, you can watch a few cartoons, we'll have a relaxing day." Do you know how much those passes cost? And they're non-refundable. No, darling, we'll go to the park and have some cowpole, drink some water, you'll be fine. And I thought, I know, I'll see if I can hire one of those strollers they call them, and they're usually shaped like a dolphin or something like that. So we get to the place where you hire them, and I said to the woman, "Oh, can I hire?" She went, She said, "Well, she's a bit big." Her dad's tall. She said, "She's a bit tall, isn't she?" So I said, "Yeah, but she's not well." So she said, "No, she's too big for a stroller." She said, "But you can have a wheelchair." And I'm like, no. She went, and my daughter went, but mum, I can't walk. So and then the lady said those magic little words. She said, "And you will receive the easy access pass." Okay. So off we went, and we had the most amazing day. Honestly, money couldn't buy those passes. We were straight to the front of the queue for everything. And then halfway through the day, she said to me, she said, "Oh, Mum, I feel a lot better now." She said, "Should we take this wheelchair back?" And I'm like, "Don't be so hasty, darling. You may have a bit of a relapse." And not only that, we still had the parade and the fireworks, So what I'm saying is, if you are planning on going to a theme park, it might be worth looking out for a little second-hand wheelchair. How long's that boot on for? 4 weeks. Don't throw it away when you're done with it. Thank you very much. Okay.